Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Knnesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cougars ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Coming out with it, it's Murray. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Knnesaw State Owls offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Working the middle. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knnesaw State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So BYU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Guys, we'll get another look at this Knnesaw State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Knnesaw State right back to work. Trying play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. The Red Hawks of Miami look like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough. And then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just...
Into the house. Touchdown, Cougars! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, we're about to see this Knnesaw State offense go back to work. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Got a man, it's Joyner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Knnesaw State right back to work. The play action fake. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A strike downfield. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We've had some early action here as they take over trailing 13-7. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Phillips. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line and they'll move the chains. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU has this offense clicking. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Brings into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, we'll get another look at this Knnesaw State offense. Off to more than a solid start here, operating with a 13-10 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Knnesaw State right back to work. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Epps. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. A designed run for the quarterback. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Dean. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Trying to slam it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams will pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I gotta understand the situation. I gotta get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Knnesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
BYU right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
BYU with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk just for a second about BYU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Knnesaw State offense go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Knnesaw State right back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Williams looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. This Knnesaw State offense is on the move.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land, like running the up.
Going over the top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
The give to the tailback. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Good timing on the quick out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Central Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Knnesaw State will have to punt this one away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it...
He lets one fly deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll try the run. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Knnesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Grab near the marker. It's Crispin. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it.
He wants to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Knnesaw State offense. They'll go to the ground. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Knnesaw State right back to work.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Caught near the sticks. It's Phillips. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This time it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Toss sweep to the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar!
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Murray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we're about to see this Knnesaw State offense go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Knnesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Williams will pass. Under fire. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Into the end zone, and he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Give to the fullback. Crosses the 40. Off to the races to the right. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Dean. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Turns it loose deep. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Knnesaw State coming out with another first down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Okay, ready?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Moves.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Williams. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate.
Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here we go, final play of the game right here. It's a draw. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.